Now, you'd think that an Olympian, medal winners in the most grueling of sporting disciplines that challenge your strength, stamina, willpower and grit, would be that way once they step out of the arenas as well, right? Guess what? There isn't much that would separate any of us here, you or me, from an Olympic athlete, especially when it comes to getting around in a cab. They're just as directionally challenged possibly and just as forgetful as we may have been many a time in car rides in the past. Remember the times when you left your wallet or maybe your phone or maybe that extra shopping bag only to call the agency and wait to get it back. Well, athletes, that too an Olympic medal winner, is no different. This according to a recent cab survey. So what are the items that they've been forgetting in their cab rides and what is the other interesting tidbits from that survey? Here's a report coming your way.
A popular car agency thought it would be a fun thing to get a report specifically during the Paris Olympics. I get the reason. More footfalls, one of the most happening events in the year. It won't be a bad idea to get a pat on the back for what would have been one of the busiest times of the year for Parisians, and cab drivers in particular. The agency discovered one particular Olympic venue to be the most visited one. Majority of the riders ended up visiting the Trocadero and Champions Park. The events taking place around here were cycling, some of the athletic events like marathon running, and parts of the triathlon. But we know why this was most visited. Just look at the vantage points and the view. Stunningly breathtaking. The most popular tourist attraction during the games was the Eiffel Tower, followed by the Louvre and the Arc de Triomphe. Understandable, there were many events taking place at the Eiffel Tower as well. That made this much more appealing than it already is. One particular rider had visited 39 Olympic venues right through the games, the most diligent visitor of the games. The most popular restaurant that was visited by the riders was McDonald's. Talk about fast, greasy and incredibly satiating after having watched a day of Olympics. Or incredibly rewarding if you've just won a medal. Nothing else spells cheat meal like a burger and a side of rice. Which also happened to be the most ordered eats by the riders, a service the cab agency provides, followed closely by water bottles. But water was definitely not the fuel that riders from France, the UK and the USA were going for. Majority of these riders asked to be dropped off at Paris bars. But here comes the best part. There was an additional survey done on what items athletes, medal-winning Olympians, would leave behind. We've all done that on almost every ride. Would you believe it when I say a few of the winners forgot their gold medals and other mementos in the cab? Yep, that's right. Gold medals in the boxes, unique pins celebrating their wins, and the certificate of authenticity. Could it be because some of the winners, like badminton champ Victor Axelsen here, was not too pleased with the gold medal he won in Paris, seen comparing that with the Tokyo gold he got? Or maybe he's just showing off. Either way, on a side note, the quality of the medals sure has come under the scanner. The bronze medal in particular fading and chipping away. But getting back to the forgetful athletes, one judo player left the uniform behind. And yes, quite a few athletes ended up forgetting their phones that held ticket entries to the venues in the cabs, only to rush back to it. Safe to say that they all eventually got back their belongings. And yes, that includes the gold medals.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong.
We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished. On the show today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
Start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. For the first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Eric Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital in Washington, D.C.